Welcome back, everybody. Sarcasm speaks. Jared and Bob and Leo. Leo has joined
Yeah,
the show
he's
today.
he's here.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see him in the background.
Yeah, I'm sure people will be hearing him too.
Yeah, he'll be yelling at
Yeah,
you.
there he goes. We made it fucking 15 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Awesome.
say, I don't know where Pickett went. I think she's on the couch right
Yeah,
there.
well, this one, yeah, so we're watching her parents' dog too, also a doodle. He's an elder doodle. So this one is just like the fucking worst. For whatever reason, with Sammy at our house. Because he coexists with Sammy everywhere else. He coexists with the other dogs everywhere else. But it's just like he will not stop. And it's like he won't stop barking. Uh Generally when you put his food out, he like grazes. Like he'll go to it. He won't go to it. When he's hungry, he'll like whatever. Put Sammy's food down, fucking dive bombs, like right at it. Like a fucking bat out of hell. So Sammy's eating now. And Leo's just borking.
Yeah.
I brought his crate of toys down here. That's not good enough.
No, he knows there's food upstairs. That's not his.
I don't give him that much credit. He'd have to see it. I'd say he's not charting on navigated pathways in the brain here, but I don't know what the fuck I just heard up there. This place is a circus right now.
Welcome.
We're both sick. There's two fucking dogs. It's a disaster.
Oh, fantastic. Love getting sick in the summertime.
Yeah, it's my favorite. But it's
Yeah.
okay because I only almost had a complete fucking meltdown like every day last week. Like, yeah, so I got absolutely fucking hammered the Saturday before. Took all of Sunday to recover. Wasn't great. Had that shit show of a day at Wannamoisit. Absolutely ran myself way too thin. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then by Friday before the member guest, sore throat. Or it wasn't even really sore at that point. It was just like dry. And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, it's July and you're getting sick.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty cool.
I feel like it's more common than people realize,
I
right?
think
Like, I feel like,
I want to say I get sick more in the summer than I do in the winter.
yeah, I was kind of leaning towards that. Like, I think I got sick. When did I get sick? It was like May.
I
I
don't
think it
know.
was like May or June. I got sick and I was like, who the fuck gets sick in May? I think last year I got really sick in June. I remember that. Because I
Fucking
remember
stupid.
being like, who the fuck gets sick in June?
It's
But
just fucking stupid. Well, I remember 2020. Nope. 2020 had to have been 2021 because you were in North Attleboro.
mm.
Yeah, I got sick like the week after the mask mandate was lifted. I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But here we are. Life goes on.
Yep. Speaking of just a circus, not quite yet a circus, right? Because there's no baby yet, but we are certainly on the way. I mentioned this in the last episode. We had the baby shower last weekend. So, I mean, I know for us it's Tuesday, so it wasn't that long ago. But by the time this comes out, it'll be Thursday. It'll be almost a week later. But either way, holy shit, dude. There was like a lot of shit. So like obviously like super grateful, right? For anything anybody would give. Sure. It's fantastic, right? It's better than the alternative, which would be why I have to buy all this shit myself, right? Um, but holy shit, is there so much stuff? Like we got a bunch of stuff like purchased and mailed or shipped like to our house, right? Which way more fucking convenient, right? Like I've been to a small handful of baby showers. Um, I may have only been to like two or three, actually, now that
I
I
haven't
think of
been
it.
to any, and it better fucking stay that way.
Yeah, the Jack and Jill baby showers are dumb.
Bullshit.
It's stupid. It's dumb. You don't need me there. I showed up at the very end. I
As
showed up
you should. Why the fuck
yeah.
would you be there the whole time?
Yeah, it started at noon. I showed up at like 2:15. Everyone started leaving by 2:30.
You just thank people and load the car.
Yeah, that's literally all I was there for. So
they're not there for you. Don't worry.
Exactly. They don't give a shit about me. I don't even give a shit about me. So a lot of shit like gotten shipped to the house, right? Like I said, like way super fucking convenient, right? Because it's just less stuff that we have to pack into the car at the end of the shower. Like it just gets mailed to our house. We open the box, we fucking put it together, do whatever we have to do, whatever it is, right? Whatever the people bought. So like going into this thing, I was like, oh, well, like people bought us like a bunch of the big stuff already. So like there's not going to be like that much there, right? I'm thinking like, a couple things here and there, maybe a couple bags, maybe a few small boxes, but like nothing wild. Because we got mailed to us, right? The car seat, the extra car seat base, right? Because we only have one kid. So we're using one car seat that comes with the seat and the base, and we just bought one extra base, right? So now like there'll be a base in my car, a base in Amy's car, and then the one child that we have in the car seat that can fit either base in the car, right? Like I forget who we were talking to, but they were like, oh, you're gonna have to buy 2 car seats. I was like, why do we have to buy 2 car seats? We only have one kid. Like one for one car, one for the other car. It's like, no, just buy an extra base and click the fucking thing into there. We only need one car seat. Shit's expensive too, right? Like, so either way, we got the full package car seat base came to us. The second base itself, no, that did not come to us. That was at the baby shower. Sorry. But we got the stroller, the high chair, and obviously like the furniture, right? Like the crib, but like between us and my mom and Mary, we all like kind of bought those. But still, like we bought all that big shit, and it's like it's there, right? It's in the baby's room. So I'm thinking again, right? Like couple things, couple whatever. No, there was so much fucking shit. It was unbelievable. It was so much that it didn't fit in my truck, right? Like I have a 6-foot bed Toyota Tacoma and a double cab. So I have a full back seat and I have 6 feet of a fucking pickup truck bed, and it all didn't fit. We had to put some in my mom's car. We had to put some in Mary's car. It was absolutely insane. Like the amount of shit that was there. Again, super grateful. I'm not complaining, right? It might sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. I know I typically do complain. But it's just like, you're just kind of like blown away with like how much shit there actually is. And like you had alluded to, you were spot on with the books, dude, the baby books, like the brand new bookcase.
Did you paint that room yet, by the way?
Yeah. No, the brand new bookcase that we built and put together is full. Yeah. It's already full. What the fuck? The fuck are we gonna do with all those books?
You're gonna fucking read them to your stupid kid. Like it's what do you think you're gonna do with them?
Like holy shit.
Like do you understand that like when you're a child, your skin puppy, if you will, because this one over here, fuck him. Fucking barking at me like I'm gonna let him out. No get real. Yeah. Yeah, dude, like you're gonna spend a lot of time sitting there reading a book to your kid while he sits there, has no fucking idea what you're saying.
Yep.
But it may keep him calm for I don't know how long. And then you'll probably finish one book and he'll be like, well, fuck this. Read another one, motherfucker. And if you weren't in the mood to, now you are. Because that'll be the only thing that shuts him the fuck up.
Yep.
So you may read 10 books. Now, theoretically, I will admit, you could read the same one over and
Yeah.
over and over and over. He would be
Yep.
none the wiser, but you would be ready for a fucking straitjacket.
Yeah. Exactly.
So therefore, you have an excess of books now.
Fantastic. The
It's amazing why every person at the gym that has had a child is so excited for someone else to have a child and then dump their shit off to them for. It's fucking crazy. Like each time Cunty Chris had a kid, oh, you're having a girl? I'll bring three trash bags.
Yep.
Because no, I think we're good. I'm bringing them.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, you can have it. If you don't want it,
Like,
you
what am
can
I
throw
supposed
it
to do with
away.
this? She goes, I don't care. You throw it out.
Yeah. Oh man. And like the diapers, the closet that we have in the room is full of diapers.
Hey,
Like,
hey, rest assured that will not be a problem in fucking 3 weeks post birth.
well, no, I know that, but
Don't you worry.
it's
Because if you would like, if you think you have too many diapers, we can do a nice little
yeah.
I guess a little experiment. I'm not going to throw the diapers out. That's wasteful. But I'll take
Right.
them from you if you think you have too many. I'll take them. And then in 48 hours, when you fucking need them back, I'll just tell you I hit them outside and you can go get them. Because if you don't think you have enough, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can learn that lesson. We can learn that lesson pretty fucking quick.
Oh, and don't worry, we got a special diaper trash too for them.
Yes. And I already know because I think I don't know who said this to me. Someone's like, well, they're actually really convenient. I'm like, listen, no. I never said they weren't convenient because they kill the smell and all that shit, whatever.
Right.
But the problem is with a new baby, the thing fills up so fucking fast that now you're managing 2 trashes. And especially like, you know, shortly after the baby's born, like Amy's not going to be doing a ton. So then it's on you to do the trash,
Right.
which as it should be.
Right.
Like this isn't the point of what I'm trying to say, but then you're managing 2 trashes that keep filling up as opposed to one that just fills up fast.
Yeah.
And like if the diapers are going in with the regular trash, yeah, you're gonna be ripping through that 3/4 of a day, like
Right.
you know, 2 bags every 3 days, maybe a bag, like maybe more. Like I don't know, like I don't know the frequency here.
Yeah.
But all it does, because I know how the trash usually goes, because you know I'm no angel with it either. But it's like, how full is that? Push it down. How
Yeah.
full is that?
Yeah.
Push it down.
Yeah. Just squish it a little bit.
But you're doing that with 2 barrels now,
Right.
and one is just shit
It's literal shit. Yes.
and piss.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why some people.
And then like
no, you don't
diaper...
get it. They're like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it. It's super convenient. It kills the smell, whatever. I'm like, listen, I understand the function of the barrel. My whole thing was, if you throw them out with the regular trash trash is going to get turned over pretty fucking quick.
Right.
That was
because
all I had to say with it.
Once your diaper trash is full, I would imagine you're going to go throw it in the regular trash, right?
Yes.
And now whatever your regular trash was, say it was like a quarter full, now it's 3/4 full.
Or even, well, no, because I guess you would probably just take a bag, throw it out directly. So it's like, yeah, my only point with that, because I've brought it up, people like, you don't get it. I'm like, listen, just because I don't have a fucking kid doesn't mean I don't know fucking volume, because that's what we're talking. We're talking physics here.
That's what it is. Yeah.
We're talking units of volume.
Yes.
And if you need to remove the full trash, I don't know how quickly you guys fill a barrel. I don't know. It will, if it's like, I mean, we're
every couple days.
Yeah, we're like twice a week or something.
Yeah, I think we go through.
We're never
typically
home.
We have like 3 bags in a week.
Yeah, we might be 2. You know, I really load it up like when I'm done shopping, and then I am decent about having a separate recycling barrel.
Yeah, we have like a separate recycling.
We have the separate ones just because I will fill up the trash way too fast, and we have to walk it down to the dumpster, which is my issue. So actually, if it was my place, I would actually highly recommend the second thing, because then if you're rifling through that trash every day, like actually, you know what? It's hard to say because I wouldn't have this. I don't think I'd have the same work schedule, but I'm like, I can't take the trash every fucking day, especially when
Right.
it's dark and we have fucking issues with animals on the fucking property.
Right. Right.
Like, I mean, I'd probably have to fucking, again, that probably wouldn't be up to me if I was in your situation. It's like, oh, the animals are out. Guess what? Trash is full
Bringing the
again,
gun.
again. Trash is
Yeah.
full again.
I'll bring my gun for the walk to the trash.
Yeah. Well, my guard dog.
Yeah. If you hear it go off, it's probably not me shooting the raccoon. It's probably me just shooting myself.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Did you get
it's
a bottle
just
washer thing?
we did. Yeah, the sanitizer.
That one I've heard is clutch.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a bottle warmer, a portable bottle warmer too.
Does it need to be warm? This is me being an idiot.
Yeah, yeah, the bottle needs to be warm. It's gotta
Always or
be
just when they're trying to put them to sleep?
uh that's a great question. I don't know. I
Might be
think
always.
always. I'm
Because
pretty sure it's
wouldn't
always.
it absorb quicker that way? So the baby's not gonna be sitting there with it in its stomach and puking it up.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's the thought
See, I
process
can do
behind it.
fucking babies. It's fucking
Because babies don't
what was that?
babies
That
are
was
known for
digestion.
not being able to fucking regulate their own temperature, those stupid idiots.
Yeah. And puking all the time.
Yeah. Figure out how to make yourself warmer or colder,
Hey,
stupid
fucking
baby.
act like you've been here before. Fucking keep it down, will ya?
Hey, it's called sweating. You might want to try it. Yeah, I agree, Leo.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a ton of shit now in this room. We got all kinds of like bath stuff, right? Because you get obviously with a newborn, you have the I don't know, the plastic thing that you put them in because you don't bathe them in the tub. I mean, we're gonna do it in the kitchen sink because we have
We'll call it a tubboat.
a tubboat. We have a pretty big farmer sink in the kitchen. So that thing will just fit in the sink and we'll just kind of bathe the baby in that thing. But like we got that and we got all the stupid bath toys that are sitting in it. We got all kinds of like burp cloths and fucking bibs and towels.
That's another one. Give me that shit too with the diapers if you think you have too much.
No. I'm pretty sure we're good there. But like
If you've got too much, again, you'll find out pretty fucking fast.
we're gonna be doing laundry like twice a day, every day. Like the laundry machine, the fucking washing machine is gonna be
well, the shit's small to start.
well, yeah, that's true too. But the volume of it, right?
They rifle through it pretty fucking fast.
If you go through like 4 outfits a day because you got to change them because they just shit themselves 4 times a day, and then you got like burp cloths and bibs and all this shit. Like, I know the shit's small, but that's like a load of laundry right there in a day. So
might be switching doodles. Not sure.
The old doodle switch.
Send in the elder doodle.
Yeah, we got. I think we're gonna go. Not I think we are. We're gonna go like all glass too, like glass bottles. And I try and limit, like me personally, like as a fully grown adult, I try and limit like hot plastic, right? Hot plastic, not really the best.
Well, the other thing too is glass. So if you have the cleaner thing, glass actually cleans way easier than plastic too.
Yeah, that's true too.
I remember growing up, my father would always like microwave, like in the Tupperware thing, like pasta or meatballs or whatever, something with a red sauce to it.
Yeah, and it would stain the plastic.
And then you would throw the shit in the dishwasher or you would clean it pretty fucking vigilantly and it would still be kind of red or it would still be kind of abrased. I don't know, like you could see marks.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm like, I would just look at it and go, well, that's not right. I mean, I don't fucking heat food up in Tupperware anyway. Um, but yeah, either way, like the glass shit's probably easier to clean.
Yeah, I think it's
I
way
would
easier to
think.
clean. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it? Is it more expensive to get? Is that why people don't like glass?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
people are like, "Oh, what if you drop it? It's going to break."
Isn't it tempered? Is it tempered glass or does it just break?
I think it depends on what it is, right? It depends
Okay.
on, but like,
I mean, if
that's
it
the
breaks, you buy a
dumbest
new
thing
one.
ever. They're like, "Yeah, what happens if you drop it? It's gonna break. What happens if you drop anything glass, right?" Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's one of those. It's a dumb question where it's like,
I would
okay,
say
well, also, how often do you drop Tupperware?
until the child starts handling their own stuff, in which case it's got to be plastic and it's got to be the shit that you could like roll down and it won't fucking spill.
Well, they make silicone sleeves that we have too. So like you roll the silicone sleeve over the bottle,
Oh,
over the glass
yeah. I'm
bottle.
saying
So if it
whenever
does like
the
hit the ground, it doesn't break.
oh, I would say, but whenever the child's old enough to hold whatever, then you
Yeah.
definitely can't have glass and you just fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, while you guys are feeding, fuck that.
Yeah. It's also like thick glass, right? Like it's not like fucking this thin, like I can't even.
What's the same, dude? It's the same thing as a fucking beer bottle.
Yeah, you can drop a beer
It,
bottle on the ground
and
and it
it
won't
doesn't
break.
always break.
Yeah.
Now, you drop it the right way and from high enough, it definitely breaks.
Right. Right. So
Generally breaks if you throw it off a train.
yeah. Yeah, most often. Especially if the train is moving.
Oh, you don't throw it off a park train. People fucking pay attention to that shit. Got to be in motion. Plus,
Yeah,
the
because it's not
smash
going to
isn't as
stop.
satisfying.
Yeah,
No, it
it's a
doesn't
different
stop. You know,
smash.
you're not trying to stop the train. You're trying to fucking throw a bottle off it. Especially if you can get the train coming this way and you can throw one out and like lead it.
Oh yeah. See the glass just
Oh,
explode everywhere.
someone didn't like my demonstration.
Oh, come here. He wants to throw bottles too.
He would like to experience this phenomenon. I don't know what the hell he'd do near a train.
Just bark.
Well, I don't know. I mean, so unfortunately, sometimes he'll like pursue cars because he has witnessed people get out of them that he enjoys seeing.
Oh yeah.
So now he like sometimes pursues cars, just like in our like spot. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to run after cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a ton of baby shit now, and
Well, guess
I don't know
what?
what the fuck we're
Not
gonna
for
do.
that long. The diapers will go.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true
And you
too.
just replace them with more diapers.
Yeah,
Cunty Chris just recommended just get that on auto fucking ship. Just go ahead. Schedule
yeah.
that.
Well, we also found out too that Target does an exchange program because we
You
have
bring them the dirty ones and they give you new
no,
ones.
no. We have approximately about a metric fuck ton of size 1 diapers.
Oh,
And then
you might not need to exchange them.
there's like half a shit ton of size 2, and then there's like sparingly size 3 and 4, and there's a bunch of newborn size 2, but it's like it's obviously not going to be size 1 forever, right? Size 1 is registered as like 8 to 14 pounds, so it's like eventually the kid's going to get to 15, 16 pounds.
No,
So
you're right. Eventually,
dude,
you know,
like there's a
if
lot.
if
Like
hey, listen,
I think
as a no time kid haver, I can only go off of what people tell me. And they said there is no amount of diapers. That's too many. That's probably why Target has the exchange program because they know it's a fucking farce. Like, yeah.
there's
Hey, if you have unused diapers, bring them on in. We'll give you the other ones. Full knowing that no one has unused diapers. No way.
So there's anywhere from 104 to 128 diapers per box. right? And I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, and then maybe like 4 bags of size. Oh, we also have loose things because the fun thing that people do is they use the diapers to like make shit, and then you get to like keep the diapers afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So we have all that stuff too.
So
So
like I
if
get
I
it.
had to estimate, I would say we probably have at least 700 size 1 diapers.
I don't know what minute we're in, but you might want to timestamp this, and then you can just sit there and be like, "We're out of diapers."
Yeah, but ran out of size
It's
1.
month 2, and we're out of diapers.
Well, like if you figure 4 diapers a day, right? Times 30
Is that
days
enough? I have no
in a
clue.
month. Yeah, I feel like if you change a kid 4 times a day, it's probably average. That's 120 diapers a month. So like that's a box. And we have 5 boxes plus more. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at math. I only know the only thing I know how to do is math. I clearly don't know how to do kid things yet because it's not here. But I feel like 700 plus diapers of size 1. Because I also don't know how big the kid, how fast do they grow, right? The average kid comes out around 7 pounds. So you use the newborns, right? You use all the newborns because I think the newborns are good up to 10 pounds. I think it's like 7 to 10 pounds or 6 to 10 pounds or whatever. So we'll rip through all the newborns, right? Because there is some overlap in the sizes, right? So like newborn is like 6 to 10, size 1 is 8 to 14. And I think size 2 is like 12 to 16 or 18 or something like that. So like between the newborns and the size 1s, like how long is it going to take? This is the real question, is how long does it take for a baby to get to like 16 pounds, call it 15, 16 pounds? I have no idea. If the answer is 3 months,
I think it's way longer than that.
Then we have way too many diapers. But if the answer is 6 months, then we have the right amount of diapers for the right size. I don't, that's the thing. I don't know what the answer to the question is. So I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Other people that are watching or listening to this right now that have had kids would be like, wow, what a fucking moron.
Yeah, they're going to be like, hey, like I said, not only do you not have to worry about exchanging, you might as well just start buying them now.
Yeah, you might as well just start buying more. Yeah, put them on the auto ship. Thanks, Amazon. Yeah, can I get a box of 120 set to every week and a half?
Yeah.
So who the fuck knows, right? Clearly not me. Clearly not me. Oh, we got the doodle switch coming.
Yeah, doodle exchange.
That's a professional exchange right there.
Yes, that was smooth.
Now the elder doodle is just gonna lay down and just fucking hang.
Most likely, he does have a toy. The toy.
He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna chew these toys. I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm good. Actually, he might not even chew the toy though, because he can't taunt the other one. The other one's upstairs now.
That's good. What the fuck else we got going on now?
Where is he?
Oh, this is pretty good. Oh yeah, there he is. It's just hanging out on the couch. That's what Pickett does. She lays on the couch, then puts her head on the pillow like that, like she thinks she's fucking people.
Yeah, they think they're people.
Yeah. This actually is kind of funny. So it turns out that it was fake, but it's still hilarious. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if there is some merit to it. So late last week, maybe like Thursday or Friday, there was a picture that was allegedly leaked on, the internet about um it was supposed to be like a picture from the set of the new Snow White movie. And it was the girl who's playing Snow White, and like the seven dwarfs were in the back. And the funny thing about the seven dwarfs was that only one of them was an actual dwarf, and six of them were full human sized. And every single one of them was like, like a black male, a Asian female,
Yep, checking all the boxes.
checking all the boxes, right? So people are like flipping out, being like, what the fuck? Like, since when are dwarfs, this like Snow White and the seven dwarfs, like since when are they not dwarfs? Right? Like, what are we even doing? So because there was such big backlash from that, Disney came out and said that that picture was fake. So we don't know if it was really fake or if Disney's just saying that, because it could be a couple things, right? It could actually be fake. Disney could have just came out and said it was fake because they don't want to deal with the bullshit right now. And then when the movie comes out, they'll deal with it then. Or there was so much backlash that Disney was like, ah, shit, we're going to have to recast the dwarfs. So they just told everyone it was fake, and then they'll just recast all the dwarfs so they're actually dwarfs. Which is the one, which is the story that I like to believe, just because I think it's funny.
They could have skipped a step and just used dwarfs.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, what the deal is there, like why they can't just use the dwarfs, right? Like,
Disney hates dwarfs, obviously. Then you've heard it here first.
Yeah, it's like this is it though. This is the point where like your backwards reasoning turns around so backwards that now you're a bigot, right? Because if you're like, well, it's about seven dwarfs, but how we could never just hire seven different dwarves to be in this movie. Like, we need to be equal. So we need to have full-size people. We need to have white people and black people and Asian people and Latino and all this, except they'll probably call it Latinx. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Also, like, just from I don't know, from like a regular, like, common sense standpoint, let's be honest. Hollywood doesn't have a lot of roles for dwarfs, right? Or little people. Sorry, I think you're supposed to call them little people. That is the proper nomenclature today. Dwarves is just from the Snow White fucking movie. So I guess the dwarf is the character, right? And they are little people. So Hollywood isn't casting a lot of little people, right? I think that's probably fair to say. Not a whole lot of roles out there for little people.
Not unless they're doing another Willy Wonka.
Yeah. And
in which case that only pertains to orange people. So
yeah, that's true. So you would think that a movie like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs would provide the opportunity to pay seven little people like actual Hollywood wages, right? To make more money.
Oh, they ain't making real wages though.
But somehow there's a joke in there about somewhere about being not full sized and not full pay. I'm not going to make it.
I was just going to say it's like one of those things. Like, we're not going to pay you like the amount you earn.
Yeah. But either way, right? It could be jobs for seven little people. And instead, they then take that away from them. So, like, again, if you ask me, I think that's more fucked up, right? Than not having an equal representation of heights and genders and ethnicities in the Seven Dwarfs, right? Like, I don't give a fuck what ethnicity or gender the dwarfs are, but like, you're going to lose me if you call them dwarfs and they're all like, one of them is 4'2", or I don't even know how tall little people are on average, but like one of them's
I know
like
they had
3
to be
feet
under
tall.
5.
Yeah,
Under
whatever
5,
it
and they were
is.
little people.
So one of them is like, 4 feet tall, and then 6 of them are in the 5 foot range.
6 foot
Like, what are
7.
what are we doing? Yeah, one of them is like 6'7". That would be amazing. Taller than Snow White. So it's like, I just think it's really fucking stupid. And I wouldn't put it past Disney to actually do something like that. And then, like I said, when this picture leaked, they're like, ah, shit, we got to recast and reshoot all those scenes.
It must be a
Because,
lot of work to try to like represent every type of person in everything.
yeah,
Like, doesn't it seem like a lot of work? Like, because that's what, like, oh, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. All right, dude, you need 7 little people. Well, out of the 7, though, we got to represent everybody. It's like,
yeah,
it's, this is why
yeah,
AI is going to take over the fucking writers.
yeah, they are. So the other thing too, right, is like Disney recently has been kind of tanking with all this shit. Like I think The Little Mermaid was absolutely an absolute fucking bomb. Um,
Did that come out live action?
yeah, yeah. So there
Is it
were
kind of problematic that I didn't know that?
um not really.
Probably not. It says probably more about me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just figured like live action Little Mermaid. I feel like I should have known that that was out. Because like Lion King, it's all they fucking talked about.
Yeah. Well, there's no real actors in Lion King, so there's just voice actors. Um Let me see if I can find, I'm trying to see if I can find some like actual numbers here, but I can't find. Oh, here's one from June 25th. The headline of this article is Disney is bleeding out. Okay. Box office analyst reports media giant has lost nearly $900 million in the last year. Almost $1 billion
Pretty
Disney has
good.
lost for their last 8 studio releases. So The Little Mermaid, Elemental are, which came out, are the 2 latest entries in a long list over the last 12 months from Disney of box office disasters. So Lightyear was another one that tanked. Thor Love and Thunder didn't do well. The Little Mermaid, they say. So then they list like a bunch of these other ones. So they've lost almost $1 billion in the last year. And now they're gonna continue to lose more because they're ruining these movies, and they don't realize that like the majority of people just want the fucking story, right? So I saw this the other day and someone posted it on Twitter. I think it was an interview with whoever the girl is that's playing Snow White in the new movie. She's Hispanic, right? Which again doesn't fucking matter to me at all. And then Gal Gadot is the evil witch, I believe. She's the villain in it. So
What does she count
there,
as?
yeah, I don't
She,
know. She's Israeli, so she's
we'll
Middle
say she's
Eastern.
Middle Eastern. Does
Yeah,
she check the box for brown, or how does that work?
yeah. I don't know. Who knows?
What box? I need to. I from now on, I need to know what box each person checks,
Yeah. so
just to
so
make
in
sure that before I get into the movie, are all cultures represented? I
yeah,
need every culture.
yeah,
If
has to
there's
be.
no Zimbabweans, I'm fucking rioting.
So they give an interview, right? And in this interview, they both say that this isn't 1937. There's no Prince Charming or whoever that's going to come save Snow White. Like Snow White doesn't need saving. And then all the comments underneath are basically like, here we go. Like, you just don't fucking get it, do you? Like, all you have to do is just make the fucking movie, right? Like, people just want to watch the movie. They want to watch the story that they have known since apparently 1937, right? Like you can put a little own spin on it. You make it live action, right? It's not a cartoon anymore like the original was. Cool, whatever, man. But like the second you change the story and make it so like Snow White is like her own fucking hero and does this own thing, and Prince Charming is some bumbling buffoon, if he's even in it at all, right? If they take it out at all, people are going to be like, what the fuck? This isn't Snow White. This isn't what I like wanted to watch, right? And it's like, this is why over the course of the last year, Disney has lost almost $1 billion because they're more concerned with, like you said, making sure they check all the boxes and every race and ethnicity and gender is represented in their movies versus how about you just make a good fucking movie that people want to go watch?
Just play the hits.
Just play the hits. Play the fucking hits. Look at the 2 movies that are out right now that just came out last weekend that are absolutely fucking crushing the box office. Barbie, a movie about a doll that is like known throughout the last fucking however many decades since it was created, that all Barbie does is fucking objectifies women, right? Like that's literally what the Barbie doll does, right? It's the blonde hair, blue-eyed, like good-looking woman. And now it's a movie where they have Margot Robbie, who is a blonde hair, blue-eyed, good-looking woman.
No, dude, the internet says she's mid.
In this movie with Ryan Gosling, who's arguably the best-looking man on the planet, right? Like,
I wonder if they're calling him mid too.
Yeah, who knows? I haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to see it, but like, I guarantee you the reason why it's doing so well right now is because there's no stupid social bullshit in it. Like, I guarantee you it's just like, just play the hits, right? It's a movie about a fucking doll.
I think you're underestimating the Barbenheimer angle here.
Well, that's what I'm going to get to next. The second movie that is absolutely crushing right behind Barbie is a historical fiction, right? It's a movie, Oppenheimer, about Robert Oppenheimer, who created the atomic bomb. All it is a movie about the Los Alamos labs in New Mexico and how they became to, create the atomic bomb and then eventually drop it on Japan. So like, yeah, some people might look at
historical fiction.
Well, yeah, because I don't think it's an accurate depiction of history. I think it's
I didn't know that.
Hollywood, it's Hollywoodifized, right? Like I know that I just made that word up.
Okay, honestly, didn't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't care to know either.
Yeah, so like I don't think everything that happens in the movie actually happened in the real life, right? Again, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know that for a fact, but it's not a fucking documentary, right? So like I would classify that as a historical fiction, right? It's like it's actual things that did happen, but where, glitzifying, what is it, glamorizing it or whatever for Hollywood, right? We're making it cool so people want to go see it, right? And all that is just a fucking country dropping a nuclear bomb on another country that's really fucked up. So like some people might look at that and be like, oh yeah, it kind of makes the United States look bad or whatever. Maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Isn't there? I was saying, either way, more to the dude though.
Yeah, I think so. But either way,
I think he had like, so I know his like claim to fame is he was, involved with the creation and the dropping, I believe. But I also think he had some other shit going on too that made like him the character a little bit more interesting. Because who gives a shit about the guy who fucking does he does correct math and then someone hits the button, which actually I heard is Josh Peck from Jake and Josh. Again, I haven't seen the movie either, so if that ruins the movie for you, hate to do it.
Yeah.
But I figure you can't spoil a movie you didn't see.
It's well known that after the bomb is dropped, he recites a line from the Bhagavad Gita that says like, I am death, destroyer of worlds, or something like that.
I mean, it's a little narcissistic.
Yeah.
No, dude, okay, so here's the problem. I don't know what the fuck it was because I was just read about it on Wikipedia, like who the guy was. He had some fucking issue in the 50s. Um, I'm not sure what it was, but like from like a political standpoint, he was kind of like shunned away. And then I think like last year, some fucking court like reversed the fucking decision or some shit. Like, dude, I don't know. So it's
Oh,
like
they could have charged him with a war crime or something.
so I don't think it was like severe like that. I think it was something like, he had like security clearance and access and whatever. And then I don't know if he went off the deep end or I don't know if he said some shit that people didn't like because you think 50s, that's also like the Red Scare shit.
Yeah.
And McCarthy and like all that bullshit. So who the fuck knows what was going on?
Yeah.
LSD, fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
But well after his death, like again, like last fall, they had like a ruling on like repealing like the ban of his security clearance or some bullshit. I don't know, fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, so there's more to it than again just the guy who did correct math, and then there was the correct opportunity to push the
Right.
button.
Right.
I believe. I
Yeah.
didn't see the movie.
Because Truman was the one that authorized it. Right. Like
Yes.
he was the fucking president. Right. Like it's not Oppenheimer's call to go bomb Japan. It was Truman's call.
No, someone else makes the
Ultimately.
call.
Yeah. um,
And I
but
did
yeah,
see on
so
Twitter that it was again no word from Drake, but
yeah,
Josh bombed Pearl Harbor. Not
yeah,
Pearl Harbor, fucking Japan.
yeah, Nagasaki. Um, so again, those two movies absolutely fucking crushing in the box office. Pretty straightforward what they are, right? Like there's no like foo-foo bullshit, like we need to like make everyone inclusive and check all the boxes and all that. And prior to that, this little movie that you may have heard of, you may have not, called The Sound of Freedom, which it's a really shitty fucking title, if we're being
I
honest. I think
didn't
that's a
hear
stupid
of
fucking
this.
title. So The Sound of Freedom is an independent film that is about a real person. I forget his name, but he is like former CIA or like former something, maybe a Green Beret or maybe both. Who the fuck knows? Um, but he has dedicated most of his adult life to um, ending human trafficking, in particular child sex trafficking. Um, he's he's basically the real life Liam Neeson in Taken, right? Except like his family doesn't get taken. He like goes across the world and like tries to like get these children back that have been taken and that are going to get sold into like child sex rings. So obviously, um, no studio in Hollywood would fund this movie. So Mel Gibson stepped in with Jim Caviezel, who is Jesus. If you didn't know, Jim Caviezel was Jesus in Passion of the Christ. So we have Jesus playing the main character, and we have Mel Gibson attached to the film as the executive producer. And they decide to take the film and go independent. So I think it's like Angel Studios or something like that is like the independent studio that made it. And I think they only had like a 20 to like $25 million budget. If only there was a way I could look that up really easily and find out, right?
Maybe at the
Um,
tip of your hands.
yeah. Sound of Freedom. Let's see. Give me the Wikipedia. So I can get the budget here. The budget, even better. $14.5 million it cost to make this movie. So again, no major studio wanted to support it, and it absolutely fucking crushed in the movie theaters, despite movie theaters themselves not showing it. So there was an issue that some theaters were only giving it one time a day. So like you could only go see this movie at like 9:15 p.m. or like you could only see it at like 11:10 a.m., right? Like there was only one movie showing of this a day. So because it was so popular, AMC, because they are what they are, right? Like they're pretty tapped in, and they were involved in the whole like stock thing and all that shit a couple of years ago. AMC movie theaters came out and said, fuck that. We'll show this movie all day long. So AMC movie theaters like put this film out like multiple shows a day so people could go watch it. And it absolutely exploded. So it was on a budget of $14.5 million. As of right now, I think it's been out for less than a month. It's been out for 3 weeks. It came out on the 4th of July. It's made $125 million against a $14.5 million budget for an independent film that's about a real person, a real human being. That his name is Tim Ballard. That's what he is. And he used to work for Homeland Security. So he's a former Homeland Security agent, where he would arrest people for possessing and distributing child pornography. And then eventually he left Homeland Security and like kind of, went the Liam Neeson route and like became a vigilante and just started fucking shit up kind of. So people love it. And this is what people want to see. So what is the legacy media do? They come out and saying that it's a QAnon propaganda. It's a gateway to QAnon, is what people were saying about it. They're just calling it like it's a conspiracy theories like love fest or whatever. So you have
almost implying that like this shit doesn't happen.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good.
Or that the only people that like this movie are QAnon people. All because in the past, Jim Caviezel like made a comment during one interview, however many years ago, about QAnon.
Why is there this like obsession or fascination with not trying to do everything possible to like deter or not support or not brush away like the effects of sex trafficking and including child sex trafficking? Like, am I fucking missing something here?
That's a fantastic question.
Like, no one has outwardly come out and say it's like, yeah, well, child sex trafficking is like, it's got its perks. Like, no one said that. But like,
no,
when you read between the lines, there seems to be a lot of like either deflection or hiding or
yep,
turning the narrative in like in a lot of ways. And it's like we can theorize why Epstein's list isn't out. Because it's gonna negatively affect too many people.
Right.
Doesn't make it right, but I can theorize why it's happening. But like again, it's like, why? Why does the media just have to fucking hate the fuck out of a movie? And it's because fucking Mel Gibson and some other dude are involved.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a really weird thing. Like,
but this is how things are supposed to work, right? And I said this a while ago when we were talking about the whole Bud Light stuff. This is how the free market capitalist society works. It's and this is also why banning speech in any way is a bad idea, because, and Rogan talks about this all the time, is the best way to get rid of bad speech is more good speech, right? You don't ban the bad speech, you just have more good speech, right? So it's like,
also,
if there's a movie,
if you allow the bad speech to come out, then you know who's a piece of crap.
exactly, you know exactly who it is. So it's like, if you have this piece of media, right? In this case, we're talking about cinematic movies. If you just take the last 12 months, what do people want? Judging by where they spend their money. They're spending their money on a movie about a real life person who's trying to end child sex trafficking across the world. They're spending their movie on, or they're spending their money on a movie about a doll that was created in like the 40s that objectifies women. Like it or not, it is what it is, right? They're spending their money on a movie about something that happened in history where the United States dropped a nuclear bomb on a foreign country. Where are they not spending their money? They're not spending their money on a movie that is about the Little Mermaid that got changed and done whatever to, that it's not the same story anymore. They're not spending their money on all these movies that check all the boxes, right? That feel like they need to have all inclusive people in them, right? All inclusive backgrounds and areas and people. They're not spending their money on Bud Light after they were,
I can't believe that's still going.
big promotion into like the whole trans thing. They weren't even like promoting really. All they did was, realistically, all they did was make a can specifically for Dylan Mulvaney, and then she posted it on her own Instagram. They didn't like mass produce these cans for sale. They just made like a couple cans specifically for her, and then she posted it, and then everything fucking fell apart, right? But then what happened was Bud Light doubled down.
Double down.
Their 26-year-old director of marketing, fresh out of college, white woman, fucking ruined everything and doubled down and said, fuck Bud Light and their fratty culture. We're done with that. This is the new age, whatever. And all the people that spend money on Bud Light said, okay, well, fuck you. I won't spend money on your product anymore. And now they've lost $30 billion in the last like 6 months.
Miller Coors is cool too.
Yeah. So it's
what
like,
is InBev at?
This is how things are supposed to work though. Right? Like, if you like something, you spend money on it. If you don't like something, you don't spend money on it. It's just right now, it's the very beginning stages of whatever shift we're kind of going into, right? So like Disney just lost $1 billion over the last year. Yeah, does that suck? Absolutely. But they're a multi-billion-dollar company. So like,
I'm never going to feel bad for them.
They'll be fine, right? Well, one, it's not about feeling bad, but I won't, right? I agree with you. I won't feel bad. But I'm what the point I'm trying to make is like, for them to feel it, right? For them to feel the pain, it's going to take a little bit more, right? It's going to take a little bit more time and a little bit more money. And then they'll make the change.
Well,
because
they also
effectively,
did say
they're in the business of making money. Yes, they're in the business of making movies and TV shows and all that shit. But ultimately, they're making money. So if the stuff that they make is not making money, eventually, right? I'm not fucking Nostradamus. I can't put like a date on it. I'm not going to say by March of 2024, Disney's going to snap back into it and start making real things that aren't about woke this and woke that. And, you know, the 6'7" dwarf for Snow White. Like, I don't know when, but eventually they'll lose enough money to realize we got to abandon this woke shit because it's crushing our business. We're not making money. We're losing money. And it'll happen. It will happen, right? It's just, like I said, I don't know when. Could be next year. It could be 3 years from now. I have no idea. It could be 6 years. I have no fucking clue. I mean, it's already been going on probably for about 6-ish years. So like, I don't know. Are we closer to the end? Yeah, probably. But again, that's how it's supposed to work, right? Like, good ideas and good products make money. Bad ideas and bad products go out of business.
They've already said that they're going to cut back on Marvel and Star Wars stuff too.
which they should cut back on Star Wars. The worst thing that happened to the Star Wars franchise was them getting bought by Disney. Because Disney just fucking squeezed every little fucking bead of anything out
Well,
of
to
that
be
franchise.
the only
And
thing though,
they overdid it.
to be fair, so I don't know who was responsible for Rogue One. I believe it's them, right?
Yes. Yeah. And Rogue
Okay.
One was a fantastic movie.
Rogue One, good. Solo, not good.
Right.
Mandalorian, pretty good. Boba Fett, I don't think it did that good. Like Andor is supposed to be pretty good, but dude, it's honestly like to the point where I haven't even watched The Mandalorian. It's too much. There's just too much shit. And it's like Andor
Yeah.
is supposed to be good. Too much shit. Too much.
Fucking Ewan McGregor.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Or Kenobi. Kenobi was
Yeah.
I think I watched it and I don't even
the best part about it was the final lightsaber battle that we've been waiting for like 40 fucking years between Kenobi and Darth Vader.
Don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I watched it. Don't even remember it.
Yeah. Because it was bad. Because it was very bad.
Marvel. WandaVision, got it. Winter Soldier, no problem. Don't remember. Loki, cool. What
Loki
If
was good.
Little goofy. Hawkeye. It was fine, but I'm wondering what the point of this was. She-Hulk, not getting there. Moon Knight was pretty good, but I want to know where
Moon
we're
Knight
going.
was good. I think it was a one and done.
The Islamic girl,
Miss Marvel.
is that what that was?
Yeah, not good. I never watched it. I watched the first 2 episodes and then stopped. I quit.
Not good. She-Hulk, not good. And to the point like Secret Invasion, haven't watched it. Don't care.
Yeah, Amy and I have been watching it. It's not great.
It's too much.
It's not as bad as She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, but like I wouldn't call it good.
I just want to know where the fuck we're going with. We've done this before. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, it's all cyclical.
Where the fuck are we going with this?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see if we get other things that come out that are like Sound of Freedom, hopefully with better titles. And they start making crazy money, right? Like if there's a push, because this could shift the way things are done, right? If these major studios, because again, all they want to do is make money. If these major studios, and that's kind of why recently movies have sucked and all they've been doing is like remaking old movies and like kind of there's nothing new, right? Outside of like a few guys like Tarantino and Christopher Nolan and like James Cameron. Well, even James Cameron, he's making Avatar of 2, 3, 4, 5, 17, right? Like there's a few guys that they'll allow to make new distinct movies. But other than that, these studios don't want to spend the money to make something new and novel because they don't want to take the chance that it doesn't make money. So if we start getting like a bunch of independent movies that end up being really good and like make a ton of money, like maybe that's the way to go then. Like maybe that's going to like shift the market a little bit. Who knows? Maybe it will change the way the big dogs work, but we won't know until things actually start happening, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. So that being said, you want to wrap this up?
We can wrap this up.
All right. What do you got?
Garlic Fresno sauce.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. Definitely doesn't have the vinegar bite as the one that you explained had that vinegar bite to it. Yeah. As advertised. Overall, thought it was solid. So far, just that one that you knew wasn't gonna be ideal, which again, I didn't mind it, but it didn't come
Yeah, I
out the
think
way you
it was
wanted.
the first time was like closer to like a Tabasco. I mean, because
No,
like Tabasco is well
faint.
in the sense of like the vinegariness, right? Because Tabasco is literally just vinegar, red pepper, and like something else.
Yeah, Frank's has a lot of vinegar to it too, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like a Frank's. Anyway, not important. So yeah, each sauce so far solid. Even Cunty Chris, he goes, I got to tell him to I need to tell him to have him make me some, and I don't care if he wants a couple bucks for him. I'm like,
Yeah.
so do it? Question mark. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, garlic Fresno, that one works too. So that means we've done a pineapple scotch bonnet, the Serrano chimichurri, the revised garlic Fresno. I think a
Pineapple habanero.
pineapple habanero, and I have one more, which I think is another pineapple scotch bonnet. That's the one you gave me at the golf course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I have that one open. But now we've already had that, so far so good.
Yeah. So when do I get rich?
I don't know. Just keep sending me shit for fucking free.
Yeah, we got to I wonder, maybe we'll put something out on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod, by the way, on Instagram. Who would be interested in purchasing some of these hot sauces. So we'll see. All right. So
You do understand that that was like the underpants gnome, right? It's like phase 1, collect
yeah,
underpants.
yeah.
Phase 2, phase 3, profit.
Yeah. um so this is actually pretty funny. So for whatever reason, recently there's been a lot of cocaine in the news, right? There's like cocaine rampant everywhere. So I use the Roca News app pretty much every day. It's how I kind of see what's going on in the world. They talked about cocaine cheese. So United States customs officials seized cocaine filled cheese wheels from a pickup
Oh,
truck
that's a pretty good idea.
entering Texas at the Mexico border. An X-ray scan detected 18 pounds of cocaine. 18 pounds of cocaine hidden
Yeah,
inside
that's only like
four
8
large cheese
kilos.
wheels. Yeah, roughly.
It's not that much. That seems like a pretty inefficient way or a bad packing job.
Well, it was only four cheese wheels.
Isn't a cheese wheel fairly big?
I think you can make the cheese wheel however big you want.
Because I was gonna say I thought they were like the size of fucking like Corolla tires.
Well, that's just the one that they throw down the hill when people try and chase it. But yeah, they can. I think they can be whatever size. It was a U.S. citizen. So the 22-year-old U.S. citizen driver will face charges for failing a smuggled attempt. So that was definitely a mule. That was definitely some dumb fucking gringo, right? That was like either got held up at gunpoint that was like, you're going to take this fucking cocaine cheese across the border. Or they were like, yeah, man, I'd love to make a couple extra bucks here and there. Like, I'll take your cheese. Sure.
Yep, just drive this.
Yeah. Yeah. What's in the trunk? 4 wheels of cheese.
Yep.
Like, oh, that's it, huh? That's not suspicious at all. You just have 4 wheels of fucking cheese in your car.
Sir, that was quite literally the most random thing I've ever heard. Open up.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to X-ray these. I don't believe they're just fucking cheese. So the other thing, I think this was also in Roca, but I'm just gonna Google it because it's too far back. So the other thing is there have been cocaine sharks in Florida. So
Where else would they be
apparently,
from?
yeah, exactly. Even Florida sharks are fucked up. So apparently, there have been attempts of cartels to bring cocaine by way of sea. One if by land, two if by sea. The cheese whales failed, so now they're trying to bring it in by sea. And apparently they've lost some of the cocaine. And the sharks have found the cocaine. And I think the sharks really like the cocaine. Because apparently there's a bunch of fucking sharks that are just getting wicked fucked up on coke off the Florida
That's
coast.
not an ideal animal to get
Nope.
a taste for your product
Nope.
because I believe their sense of smell is unbelievable.
Yep.
Could be
Just
wrong.
like bears, just like that movie Cocaine Bear, like with Ray Liotta, rest in peace. How long until we get a movie called Cocaine Shark? The sequel to
like
Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I feel like it would be like a Sharknado situation though.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, what? Oh, it could just attack people in the water. I was gonna say, because like a shark on cocaine isn't gonna like come on land, or maybe it could if they're making the movie, right? And just start
If it
fucking
moves
people up.
fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a real thing. The sharks, the people are saying that like marine biologists are out there saying that the sharks that we saw weren't right. They seemed a little bit off. So they think it's the cocaine. They think sharks got a hold of cocaine in the ocean.
Coked
So,
up sharks. It's a bad
so
thing.
this is hilarious. I'm just reading
Maybe
through
that's
this
why the
article.
sharks love fucking Chatham.
Yeah, it could be. There's there's a line in this article that I'm reading from, and it goes, others as Heard, who I'm assuming is the person they're fucking interviewing, one of the scientists. Heard says on air, the sharks appear to, quote, have the spins, are, quote, slightly twisted, or are, quote, tweaked like a junkie shark, as if it might have ingested cocaine.
Junkie shark. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So we got cocaine cheese and cocaine sharks in the news. So careful out there. There's cocaine fucking everywhere. You trip and fall and you
Cloud of
fall into
cocaine.
cocaine. Yeah, it's just fucking everywhere. Then you're just high. Then you're high on cocaine because you fell in it. And that's how that works.
Yeah, you're tweaking at that point.
Yeah. So I bet you sharks just like the way cocaine smells. Right. They probably don't. They don't probably
No, they
like
probably don't. Yeah, they don't like it.
enjoy
They just like the
cocaine.
smell of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that. They got a lot of teeth. Rub that shit in.
But they got no fingers.
They'll figure it out.
Mama says the sharks is ornery because they got no fingers to rub the cocaine on their gums. Well, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. So on that note, let's be done with this. And just be careful of the cocaine sharks. And maybe test your cheese product for cocaine before you eat it. Or if you eat a bunch of cheese and you feel a little jittery, may have a problem. So thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to click subscribe, hit the button up top to subscribe. Like, rate and review wherever you're at, right? Not just on YouTube, but also Spotify and iTunes. You can leave us 5 stars and tell everybody you know about the show. New Hampshire is continuing to fucking pummel the download race this month in July. Massachusetts has fallen way behind again, Pennsylvania. Oregon is second. California's up there. Texas. I forget who else. I was just looking before we came on. I think Ohio, Michigan, we're fucking everywhere. Virginia, which is probably just Mitch. Shout out to Mitch. And maybe some of his friends that he told about the show, which is what you guys should do. You should tell everyone about the show. specifically so we can get more followers on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod, so we can have Grill Your Ass Off back as a sponsor, because they're not with us anymore. Not to their own choice, but stupid fucking Shopify. You can get us on Twitter at sarcasm_speaks. Facebook page is Sarcasm Speaks. Website sarcasmspeaks.com. Go to the merch store through the link in the Instagram bio, and you can access the merch store there, but also all the discount links, right? So thank you to mybookie.com. You can, if you don't want to use the link in our Instagram bio, you can just go to mybookie.com and use the promo code sarcasmpod when you sign up, and they will double your first deposit up to $1,000. Likewise, the link for Noon Brew is in our Instagram bio as well, or you just go to noonbrew.com, put whatever you want in your cart. When you go to checkout, you type in the promo code Jared16159, and you will get 10% off your order. I believe it's every single time you check out over there. Also, as I had alluded to in the previous episode, we have a new sponsor on the show that I was able to acquire because I purchased something from them. This new sponsor, welcoming to the show, is the Ice Pod portable ice plunge. So I bought one recently. It's on its way in. I will report back once I use it. But you use the promo code. I'm just trying to pull it up here and get it right. Jared10093. Again, you don't want to remember these numbers. The links to all this shit is in our Instagram bio. Believe it or not, you're never going to fucking believe this. The Ice Pod company uses the same third-party affiliate service as Noon Brew. So it's literally
I can absolutely believe that, because it's the same fucking code. Or it's not the same code. Don't use the same code.
Yeah. It's called Social Snowball is their thing. So like I said, Grill Your Ass Off switched over to Shopify from, I think they were Affiliately was the third party that they used before. Now Shopify, but the Ice Pod and Noon Brew both use a company called Social Snowball. So Social Snowball does not allow you to pick your own promo code, unfortunately. So again, if you don't want to remember all these stupid fucking numbers after these, just use the link in our Instagram bio, again, at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Give us a follow while you're there. And you can get, I think it's $10 off your order from the Ice Pod. So it's a portable ice plunge, right? They're pretty cool. I've used them in the past. You've actually used them too. You did one in South Carolina.
Yeah, I did whatever, like more fancy cold plunge thing.
Yeah. So this one, it's portable. It's affordable, right? It's made out of like vinyl. You kind of stand it up. The top part is just, it comes with a little air pump. You pump up the top part so it's filled with air, so it stands up straight. Fill it with water, dump some ice in there, jump in, you're good to go. They have 3 different models. Or 3 different packages, I should say. They have the base model that I think is only like $100. It's pretty cheap. Then they have the Pro version, which is $150. I bought the Pro version. It's got a little bit more insulation in it, and it comes with a cover. And then they have like the fucking Cadillac model that comes with a chiller, right? So it's like a thing you have to plug in. It's an electric chiller, and it runs the water from the pod through this chiller back into the pod, and you can control the temperature and get it colder, right? It's a little bit more control versus like dumping a bunch of bags of ice into this thing. But admittedly, that's pretty expensive. That's like $1,000. So I don't have $1,000 to spend on a fucking cold plunge. So I just bought the $150 version and used a promo code and saved $10 off of it. So, and I think you also might get free shipping. So you get $10 off and free shipping with the promo code Jared10093. So shout out to the Ice Pod. Welcome to the show. So that is going to do it for us. So good night, everybody. Until next time. That's what I was supposed to say. Until next time. Good night, everybody. Ah.